This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Thrillist. An Australian anchor, her name is Belinda Hagen, mocked her co-anchor, his name is Mark Aston, during their 10 News at 5. So it's a show in Australia. I don't want to give too much away, so let's watch the video.
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
Disaster!
No.
What was that about?
No, but the thing is, you know how we like mock each other once in a while, but we laugh. Like we know that it's in, good nature, not a big deal. She's completely, like, she says it very seriously. She looks back at the camera like, well, you wouldn't know a thing or two about that.
Man.
Damn, what's going on?
Melinda is harsh, man. She comes strong at you. You better watch your back. But, the flip side is, it was also half a compliment.
Yeah, because something so small could be so impressive.
Think about it.
How do you know, Melinda?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Belinda apparently got a little taste of a little action of that, itty-bitty thing. I don't know what's going on, but somebody was having fun, and then perhaps they stopped having fun.
She had a little slippy slip. Yeah, she accidentally disclosed some information. No, but I always wonder about anchors and what their personal relationship is, because I was watching that movie Morning Glory, right? And the two anchors in the movie despise one another. And, once the cameras start rolling, they're like they love each other. They pretend like they love each other. So I always wonder about that with other anchors and local anchors, network anchors, all of them.
I know a lot of anchors, local news anchors, not, national guys, but that do local news through other people, et cetera, right? Friends of friends. And they're a wild bunch, man. All right, number one, yeah, of course, a lot of them hate each other. Hate. Because, think about it. You find out, oh my gosh, she's making $350,000, you're only making $200,000. What the hell?
Right.
Right? And you huge egos to begin with. They're insecure because they're on camera. They're being judged all the time, et cetera, et cetera. So you got all that drums, right? And then they're constantly sleeping with one another. Okay, seriously? I'm keeping it real. Okay, I'm not naming names or anything. Constant. You see somebody on camera, they've had crazy sex with at least the weatherman and the sports guy.
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Of course not all of them. Of course not. But the chances are pretty high, okay? So there's a lot of drums going on behind the scenes. And, but in the end, though, this guy can't feel happy about it.
No.
He's like, like if you told a guy, like, you're really impressive in bed, even though you're small. I don't think any guy's saying that as a compliment. Like, oh, hey, they're not walking away thinking, oh, pretty impressive. They're thinking away, what?
What if you tell a guy you're really good in bed, even though you're average? Is that okay? Average isn't bad.
Oh, it's getting worse. Yeah, that's questionable. But maybe you might be able to survive that.
Not every girl wants a massive rocket.
No, I know. I understand that. Having said that, this would be a better compliment. You really suck in bed, but goddamn, you're gigantic. Okay.
Guys are so funny. When it comes to their penises, they're very insecure. Like they must have a massive one, or
I guess some other guys are.
Oh, please.
And now we have a new sponsor, Thrillist. They're very cool because they hook you up with really interesting things going on in your town or any town you might be in that you don't know about.
Right. They also let you know where the best restaurants, bars, venues are.
Thrillist.com/TYT.